Power to the truth. I want to speak a little bit about the third party politics. Most Americans, my fellow Americans, if they're registered to vote, they're either Democratic or Republican. Both parties, in a way, have a monopoly over the whole electoral system. And it's like one two-headed monster. One corporate-controlled monster. And neither party truly represents poor people, oppressed people, those who hunger for freedom, those who thirst for liberty. And so many of the American masses are so turned off to politics that most don't even vote. In a way, not voting is a kind of a hidden vote. It's like saying, I don't give a shit, my vote don't matter, why bother? And on the other hand, it reflects the great American disease, apathy. A-P-A-T-H-Y. Apathy is an ugly disease because you're saying that you don't really care. You're saying you don't have the level of compassion that you need to give a damn about the future of this country. You don't have the love that you need to care about what kind of world your children will be living in, will be raised in. You don't care about your descendants. So apathy reflects a lot. It reflects fear. You know, that we're afraid to be openly involved in progressive politics, radical politics, because others who might think, ooh, gee, they're radical, you know. To hell with that. Be active, be a human being. Care, have compassion. Don't live your life like a zombie. And don't support lazy-ass, apathetic Americans who ain't gonna do shit about nothing. I say, take care of yourself, take care of your family. Get involved if you want in the Progressive Party. Get involved in a really radical movement. And know the definitions of words that you use. Say radical in the sense of digging to the roots of matters. Digging to the roots of matters. And not superficial. You know that whether you participate or not, politics affects your life. And people who are online, you know, should have more access to information, access to knowledge. But knowledge alone is useless unless that galvanizes action. Wisdom, no matter how great it is useless unless it stimulates you to create change. Wisdom is useless unless it stimulates you to look inside your soul, to figure out who you are, to see where you're at, to remember where you've been, to have a vision for where you want to be in the future. Don't be like your typical doping, selfish, self-centered, just out for number one. And we know Americans are the biggest dopies in the world. There wouldn't have been no big calamity about the drug wars if Americans weren't such dopies. We use more dope, more drugs in all its forms than any other people on the planet. On the whole planet. Doesn't that tell you something? I don't just mean the junkies nodding away. I don't just mean the drunk pocket for change on the corner for a quart of beer. I'm talking about all those who are on pharmaceutical drugs, who have gotten addicted to pharmaceutical drugs, who are convinced that they have to be on drugs in one form or another for the rest of their lives. And all this bolsters the big pharma industry. So we get involved in political parties and movements to help create constructive, creative change. Third parties help give an alternative to the two-headed monster of the Democrat and Republican Party. And as I've said before, I'm voting for just time with the Green Party. And apathy across the board is a major problem. Like say I got about 3,000 so-called followers on Twitter, and I have like a few blogs, and I post stuff, I write articles, I take the time, I concentrate, I prioritize, and I barely even get any feedback from my so-called followers. I don't even believe in the concept of followers. To me, that's phony. It's a bunch of shit. I got a bunch of ADHD issues among my so-called followers. And so, being online is just one way of helping to raise consciousness. But you got to do that in your personal life, among your friends and your family. Learn about what's going on, share the news with other people, and don't get check my clock here. And be an educator. You don't have to have no degree to be an educator. Educated at least fourth. And be an educator in your community. And I got a news flash, you're not going to live forever. And when you're sitting around discussing life with people, talk about something important. Talk about something relevant. I can't even stand being around people who just blah, 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 blah. Just keep their mouth running. They ain't saying shit. As if they're just speaking to hear themselves talk. And meanwhile, we got global concerns like, say, North and South Pole, like, say, the tectonic plates shifting, earthquakes. And there are major issues going on that if human beings don't get the shit together, we will be extinct. I've said that once, I've said that a million times. And I'm not going down like that. When I go out, I want people to say, you know what? That guy got on my nerves, but he fucking was trying to tell us the truth as he knew it. I'm not going to be a good American. I'm not going to be obedient to psychopaths. I'm not going to kiss ass, swallow lies, and follow some idiot. I'm going to say my truth when I'm alive. The way I see it, the way I want it. You can do what you do with your life, but which is natural. But you ought to take a serious look at what are you doing with your life? What do you do with your time? What do you spend your money on? To develop a third-party alternative in the U.S.A., whether it's Green Party or another party, will take at least decades, because we're so programmed already to either be Democrat or Republican. And chances are, when it's all said and done, we may end up just destroying ourselves in warfare. Think about it. Care. Are you really awake? Do you really think you're awake? Because beyond just physical, your eyes are open, beyond that, are you really awake? So get involved in your life. Create a revolutionary culture where people come together, rallies, demonstrations, meetings, discussion groups, rap sessions. Integrate yourself into society and share what you can. If not for you, then you do it for the youth. What kind of role models do they have in their lives? I know I have a tendency to lecture. It's another spin out in cyberspace. Power to the people.